Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Well, geez, it's been, what, a day since we've looked at a complexion product in 2022? How could that be? It must be time for another one. And this one, in my opinion, I'll tell you, is a good one. I really like it. This is the brand new Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer. It is a $29 little fella and comes in 22 shades. We're going to do a little demonstration, some comparisons, and we're going to chat about it. And I will, of course, tell you more of my thoughts. The other thing that I wanted to do with this video, excuse me while I scratch my nosy. The other thing that I wanted to do with this video is share a little hack that I love to use with the brand new reformulated Dior Forever Matte Foundation. I'll tell you what that is as we go along and why I chose to do it with this foundation. Okay, so the Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer, as I said, is $29 and comes in 22 shades. I picked up the shade 2N, and I was very comfortable in doing this because the Dior website tells us that they have made sure that these shades mix and match with other Dior Backstage, the Backstage Face and Body Foundation and the other Dior products, and I am very comfortable in a Dior Backstage 2.5 or 2, so I was very confident in the shade I chose. And in the Dior Forever Skin Corrector, which I know is not the Dior Backstage line, but still Dior, I really enjoy that in the 2.5 neutral. I really enjoy that for all over my face on a day that I'm not wearing any makeup, and I wondered if this might be the same. And it kind of actually is. But if you do enjoy the Dior Backstage Face and Body, the foundation, this pairs perfectly with it. The reason I decided to put it with the Dior Forever rather than another Dior Backstage product is that this just came out relatively recently and is newly reformulated, and I have found a way to make it a foundation that I absolutely love and wanted to share that with you. Okay, a little bit more first about this product. It's very unique. First of all, we have this fun little tube-like bottle, and then check out the applicator. It's not a typical doe foot, it's an actual brush. I don't know if you can see that here because it's covered in the concealer itself, but it's an actual flexible brush, which is very unique. I have not really, in my memory, seen that in a foundation before. It makes it really fun, and it pinpoints the application. So I actually really have been enjoying it. The actual concealer is caffeine infused, so it kind of gives a burst of energy underneath the eyes. It claims to be full coverage and waterproof with a natural glow. This can be used on the face or the body, which is probably why it has the brush-like applicator. And again, it coordinates perfectly with other Dior Backstage complexion products, which is really nice when it removes the guesswork from ordering. Like I said, I ordered the 2N absolutely comfortably without worry, and I was correct. What I want to do now is, first of all, I'm going to kind of show you what I do with this new Dior Forever Matte Foundation. They went ahead and messed with the Dior Forever foundations, and I didn't like them as much as the originals. But I have found a way to take this matte and make it so good. It defeats the purpose of it being a matte foundation, but I'm going to show you anyway. What I like to do is I like to take any really dewy primer. In this case, I'll be using the Smashbox Illuminate primer, which is a new reformulation from Smashbox as well. And I'm just going to show you here really quickly. Here is me applying the Illuminate primer onto my face. And as you can see, I just smooth that all over my face with my hands. I don't mind doing it with the hands, just very gently so you're not pulling on any of the skin. And then I'm going to go in and put this Dior Forever newly formulated matte foundation over the top. Again, that seems to defeat the purpose of using a matte foundation, I know. However, that little bit of movement underneath from an illuminating or dewy primer gives this matte foundation a little bit more life. And on my normal to dry, but mostly normal skin, that pliability makes all the difference. And I really now absolutely love this much more than the reformulated glow Dior Foundation. And that is why I chose to use it in this demo. I wanted to share that with you in case you purchased the newly reformulated Dior Forever matte and were dissatisfied with it. Just try it with a really dewy, flexible primer underneath and see if it doesn't change your mind. What I want to do now is go to a demo of me now that I've applied, as you just saw, both my illuminating primer and matte foundation from Dior. I want to show you me applying this brand new concealer and see what you guys think. And then we'll put on makeup and give it a little wear test. So stay right there. Okay, so now on to the concealer portion. I've got two Sonia G Fusion brushes, which are fantastic for concealer. They are concealer brushes. And of course we have the brush in the new Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer. I don't know that I would use this brush though to blend. Obviously it has the product on it. So let's put it, I tend to get darkness here and here. And I've mentioned this before, you guys, I have visible little veins there, not varicose veins, but I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but I have, like, you can kind of see little blue veins there and little blemishes there. Okay. So that's one area. We haven't even bothered with the bottom of my face yet, but look at that. Nice little color match. And I can even blend this up. This is such a great brush. And I look like I'm being so rough on my skin, but I promise you I'm not. These brushes from Sonia G are so soft. And here we go here, just between the eyes. And again here. And it is just blending beautifully. Very, very nice. I enjoy the texture so far. Very nice. There's the upper part of my face done. Now let's take this pretty little brush here, which I'm actually quite enjoying, and just kind of get there. I really get a little bit of a red nose. Looks like I'm in costume now. And I definitely have to cover that. I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation right there. And then some blemishes. I'm now polka dot. Let's blend that in too. And then I will put the rest of my makeup on and we will discuss. And it's blending really nicely over the 2.5 newer Dior foundation, the reformulated foundation. Nice, it feels really flawless. I think I'm actually really happy with that. Let's see how makeup goes on over the top. Maybe powder it a little bit. See how makeup goes over the top and wear it for a little bit and we'll see how it goes. Stay right there. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours now. I obviously finished my makeup and the intro that you saw, I filmed right after I did my makeup. Now I'm doing the last little bit. I saved that for about, exactly actually 4 hours. I am really liking this. So the thing about concealers, it is hard, I like it. But the best way to talk about concealers is to say, if you like this, you'll like this. If you don't like this, you'll like, that's the only way to do it. This is a thin but buildable concealer. It reminds me very much of the newest Lancome. It reminds me very much of Giorgio Armani Power Fabric. It is along those lines. The brush portion of it makes it super easy and smooth to apply. I found it very blendable and it did not cake. All good things. If you like, and you know we've been talking about concealers quite a bit lately, so you know what I'm going to say. If you like the Pat McGrath concealer, and if you like the new KVD Good Apple concealer, those are slightly thicker concealers. You probably won't like this one. And this also reminds me very much of the Dior Forever, I should say. That same thinner consistency, buildable, full coverage, but not thick concealer. A lot of people enjoy the Pat McGrath concealer and the new KVD Good Apple because you can just dot it and use it sparingly and it just really covers everything, hyperpigmentation, etc. This you can use with a little bit more abandon, but I suppose if you had a very, very thick area or heavy area of hyperpigmentation, or if you had some thread veins or things like that, you might have a little bit of trouble covering it with this, although a few coats would do it. I can see why you would then prefer a little bit of a thicker concealer. I apply with abandon, as you see, and therefore I like these types of concealers. This is going to be a favorite of mine. I like also that it is kind of the same color as my foundation, so it just kind of blends into one look, and I think this could really work well on a no makeup day if you wanted to just wear a really nice moisturizer and just a little bit of concealer here or there, or my new favorite, the brand new Tatcha SPF. With just a little bit of this would be just lovely, and I find that it is wearing really, really well. I don't feel that any of the darkness around my eyes is peeking through. I am very happy with it, but remember, it is not so much an opinion as a frame of mind. My other favorites are Giorgio Armani Power Fabric, and I really like the new Lancome, and I even like the new Benefit. I like that one too. So again, I like the thinner consistency concealers, and that to me is the best way to relate to a concealer, by what you already like. Those are just my thoughts. Did you try this? Let me know what your thoughts are if you did, or are you planning to? I just think it's a pretty little package. Dior does things so beautifully, especially lately. So for me, this is a huge thumbs up. If you like my concealers, I think you'll like this one as well, the ones I like already. But let me know below in comments, and do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, which I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. It is the highest compliment that you can pay me, and I would greatly appreciate it, so that I can see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.